like it feels different when you're on the floor experiencing that and in the thick of it with your teammates than when you're on the side and watching. So that's my favorite, I think.
And then I just want to ask about Ash being your favorite cowgirl. Is that the nickname? That's what Kagan said.
Yeah, yeehaw, right?
I know she's from the Midwest, but just what's that like having a little nice Midwest girl who just then flips the switch?
I think that's what makes her even more incredible is like she is the sweetest thing. It's like everything is Ash, like the sweetest girl, like wouldn't harm a fly, and then on the court you're like, oh, like she's got this little edge to her, like I think that's incredible, and that girl is so tough. I love her so much. Yeah.
The way the USC game ended with Sarah missing those free throws, how much did you see that affect her in the immediate aftermath of that game?
Yeah, I mean, Sarah's someone that you usually can't tell when she's upset, when she's frustrated. You could see after that game just how upset she was and how she took that personally. And it was a mix of like, you felt bad for her, you wish you could have helped her, but it was like motivating to see just how much she cares and how much like she felt after that game. And it was like, wow, like you're seeing that and it makes you want to work even harder to make sure like she never feels like that again.
What do you remember? What stands out the most about that double OT game with NC State?
Said, what do I remember the most?
Yeah, what stands out about that game?
Oh my gosh, that game did not feel real. I mean, it was crazy, just the double OT, and it felt so. I remember being like sleepy like immediately after, but it was. I don't know. There was a lot of emotion, especially being that being like my first time being in the tournament. Getting a chance to go to the Final Four, there was a lot of emotion, and being with that team, those seniors, and it was special. And I remember like, it was very emotional. I mean, Jakia hitting that three on Paige, incredible. But I remember like she was pissed in that huddle. She was so angry, and that's when I knew I was like, we're gonna win this game. Like no one hits a shot in Paige's face and gets away with it. So it was very emotional, but so exciting.
And then what's been your friendship like with Ganesh, even though now she's across the country with Gonzaga?
I mean, that's one of my best friends, and she always will be. And so just knowing that our relationship has held firm, even though we couldn't be further apart. We FaceTime all the time. I got to meet one of her teammates last night that I talked to on FaceTime, and so it's incredible. They were playing one of the NIT tournaments the first day, and I'm like, Nesh, I can't believe these are the roads you look at every day. Like this is the court that you play on every day, and now I'm looking at this. And so it's just special that. Like it's not ideal to be across the country playing in these games, but the fact that we get to see Nesh makes it all worth it, and it's incredible. And getting to see her at the hotel, like it's just not just for me, but it's so nice to see. Like everyone is so happy to see her, and it just shows the impact that she had on this team.
Paige was asking there about the pressure of the Elite Eight games, and Gino said that this is actually the toughest game. Why is that?
I mean, this game is tough because we just played yesterday, and we're playing an even a tougher game tomorrow. And Coach says this game is hard to win if you haven't been to the Final Four, and I mean I trust what he says, but it's just tough competition. It's going to be a physical game. We're all going to be going out giving it our all. Neither of us want our seasons to end, but it's going to be, again, I think it's going to be an emotional game, a physical game, but it's going to be really rewarding at the end.
How do you not look ahead to the Final Four? It's what everybody starts the season playing for, and knowing that you're just one game away from it.
Yeah, I mean, I think staying present. I mean, we all know that it's March. Anything can happen. Just because we're UConn doesn't mean that we're guaranteed to go to the Final Four. So making sure that we take everything as serious as possible today, making sure we know our scout, know our personnel, know what the game plan is. And tomorrow, I think all of us are on the same page as like, we're not taking any game for granted. We're not taking any time with each other for granted. We know that no matter what, like this is our last time ever playing in Spokane, ever playing in an Elite Eight game with this team. So making sure that we go out there, give it our all. Don't take any plays off. Don't make it easy for the other team. I think as a whole we do a good job of not looking ahead.
You were still limited the last time you guys played USC. Does this feel like a revenge game at all for you guys? Are you taking it personally?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really play, so I'm just excited to get to play against this team. I know they're super talented, but, losing to them did really hurt that first time, and not being able to play and help them also really hurt. So I think all of us, I mean, no matter what, like this is an Elite Eight game, there's a lot on the line, so we are excited and we are ready.